welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope that you're doing so good today. I am extremely happy because today's video is going to be about setting new habits and routines, especially for lazy girls, because I was exactly like this. I literally created myself excuses such as I don't have time for this, I don't know how to set new habits, but at the same time I was not even testing few things, not even trying to find my type of routine. But I really needed just to nourish my inner peace and to feel more aligned with who I wanted to become. And just to align with that version of myself, I needed to do aligned actions. Before even this, I was like literally seeing like huge habits list of like tons of things, just super like seemed complicated for me just to add to my daily life. And I was like, wow, okay, so I have to do like all of this. I'm going just to share with you just little tips, just how to find your type of routine, little things just to try, and also at the same time the mindset behind it, because I feel like you can put so much pressure on yourself when you're like looking for new habits to set, and at the same time you can so much compare yourself with others, such as like, oh my god, she's waking up at like 6 a.m, drinking so much water, doing Pilates. I'm like super lazy on my couch. So I'm just going just to share also my experience with you. Firstly, the thing is that I really, at the beginning of this, I was like, okay, I know myself, and if I want to just to set a new habit and go back each morning, I know that the habit that I'm going to choose has to be fun, quick, and easy. This is something super important about, actually this is a real advice, even though like you're not lazy or stuff, but like you are literally going to add a new habit in your daily life, right? So the more this is going to take time in your schedule, the more this is going to be so hard to go back each morning, right? So the thing is that really I was like, okay, I'm going just, of course, to test few things out of the comfort zone. That was really like a realization of like, okay, yeah, I have to go out of my comfort zone. But also like, I know that I'm going just to pick things that are going to switch my personality in here, just to make it fun because I'm a fun person, just to make it easy because I am lazy, and also to make it quick because I want just to go back to it tomorrow. So before even testing a few things, I was like, okay, how do I want to feel in my body, and like what kind of habits could switch with my needs, basically. So I wanted just to nourish in a piece, as I said, but more than this, it was about movement and mental mindset. Basically, I was working from home, still am, but I was like, okay, I'm not moving my body enough, and I was not feeling comfortable in my body, really not really great, bloated and stuff. So I was like, okay, I feel like I need to move. So I have just to find a habit that is going to switch that, right? And I wanted just to feel better with myself mentally. So I was like, okay, I just know that I have to find again a habit that is going just to improve that too. So after that, I started to test a few things. And basically this is like a huge advice, but like the thing is, it's not because that it's trendy or that people like it that you're going to like this habit too. For example, like I tested just to go to the gym, like I went with a friend, like, you know, it was safe and stuff, but it was not my thing, you know. I just didn't like the thing. I just didn't like the vibe, just the way of working out and stuff. So again, I was really like asking myself questions such as like, what do you like? You know, how would you like to work out, basically? I was like, okay, I used to dance when I was young. I love that thing. But also I want to do something that is going also to challenge me in terms of workouts, but to make it easy, fun, and quick. And I found a YouTube channel, Grow with Joe, that is really workouts from home, super easy, super quick. Like you can also choose like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes of workouts. It depends on the video. And it's also super fun and at the same time challenging as fuck. But it's really like you go at your own pace, you do it in the comfort of your living room, everything is super chill. And just because it was super easy, quick, and fun, I literally like was super comfortable setting it as a habit. It was not like a huge step out of the comfort zone, and this is really something that is so much helping when you are going to set a new habit. Something else that is really so much important, I think, is that the less is more. Like basically at a certain time I was super hyped like by the thing of just, okay, I'm going just to do that thing, always more, you know, more habits, more new routines and stuff, more things to try. and I was just not feeling good, you know? Sometimes it's just really about spotting two things really important, and that's it, you know? You're not going just to do like a lot. Like if these two things like actually are super fulfilling for you, it's actually enough. When I started actually just to again like look for something just to nourish my mental and mindset, journaling was super good for me because it was super quick, 5 minutes each morning, easy as fuck, and like just fun to do because you are like practicing gratitude, you reflect on your day, you set intentions, you write an affirmation. For me, it's that not too like hard to do, but at the same time, like it's fun because like you're like literally nourishing something that is really about peace. And now that I'm like 2 years into journaling and working out from home every single day, I feel like the main for me advice is really like do not put pressure on yourself. Like sometimes you're going to forget the things, sometimes like your on schedule is going to be so busy and you're not going to be able to do your fucking routine. And it's so important not to put pressure on yourself, to be super indulgent, really to be into that thing of just letting like a free space for unplanned things, right? And this is really going to be okay. Like if you just miss one day, whatever, you know, just this is freaking okay. I'm telling you this because I was super hard at the beginning. I was like, okay, I decided just to go deep into this, and now like I'm just like skipping one day. But it's okay, you know, sometimes like things happen and like unplanned stuff happen, and that this is freaking going to be okay, and that this is not going to change actually your whole plan of just setting new habits or whatever. As always, this is really about be your own fucking best friend all the way, find your thing, and just step by step, like just every little try is a win. Even if you just add one tiny thing in your daily life that you really wanted just to try and that you succeeded, this is a fucking success, you know? It's not about like actually doing like a huge step, whatever. This is just sometimes about the little step that are making like a huge difference. Really, the less is more. You know, the less is more. Well, that's the end of the video. I hope that you liked the video. I hope that you learned some things. I hope that you feel a little motivated, but also indulgent about yourself. Tell me in the comments, what is your routine? What is your dream routine? And yes, see you so soon. Until then, no matter what happens, actually, you can. Bye.